can you take us briefly through an average CR group session? You kind of mentioned it already, but what is it like? What would people expect when they come?
Sure. For our group in particular, and I've been to some others, and they are not exactly the same. Some of them kind of have a different order, but the one that I attend, um, when you it starts at 6:30, it typically ends around 9:15.
Okay.
And I know that sounds like a long time, but you don't really have to actually be in there until 7 o'clock. At 6:30, you walk in. It's hosted at a church. There is like refreshments and snacks and stuff for you to eat, and then you can just chit chat with other people, get to know some people, just talk and hang out with your buddies if you already have some. Luckily, our Celebrate Recovery is not very cliquish, so
That's good.
you can sit anywhere and talk to anybody, and they're all open. They're all willing to receive you. It's awesome. They're just great. I don't know what else I can say about that, but after that, we go into this large group, and that starts at 7. And that's when you really want to be in the door. Like if you're not eating and you know, and you don't want to talk to people, then you don't have to. The large group, we do some worship music. So we'll play a few songs and we'll worship and just enjoy that. And we'll pray. And then we will either have a lesson. Our lessons go along with our uh, 12 steps and the principles. Or we'll have a testimony. Lessons are and testimonies are both given by people who have completed the program.
Okay.
So everybody wants to give a testimony. I mean, when they first come to CR, if they've been delivered, they want to give their testimony. But it really is good to work the steps before you give a testimony, because then you can really articulate, you can begin to think about how these steps and principles were worked out through your testimony, so that when you share your testimony, it can make sense to your audience and it can help them with their process. So, yeah, we have the lessons or the testimonies, and then they once a month they do a chip ceremony where they hand out chips just like they do at AA.
Mm.
So, a few days you haven't smoked a cigarette, I don't know, you can come and get a chip. A month, 2 months, 3 months, etc. So that's very encouraging. That type of thing really is, it's not to puff anybody up. It's just to encourage and show that through grace, recovery is possible.
Right.
And then after that, we dismiss and we go to our small groups. In the small groups, they are separated by gender. Some of them, like sometimes we have a whole lot of people, so we will have a couple different leaders leading a small group. I really love the small groups. You have 3 to 5 minutes to share without being interrupted, without anybody trying to fix you, which is great. People just hear you. They hear you out, whatever you're going through. Nobody's cutting in. You can express yourself. And I was delivered the second week that I went into a small group.
Wow.
So it's just a safe place where you can admit anything that you have going on. It's anonymous, it's confidential. Nobody's going to share your information. And you can really get help just by getting something off of your chest. And then after that, we just love each other and say goodbye, and we see each other next week.
Wow.
And that's what a typical evening at CR would look like.
That's awesome.